Well, the third and final Long Beach Expo for 2018 is in the record books, and along with it the Heritage US Coins signature auction that has become a tradition at the event. This time, a little over $5.5 million worth of rare US coins were sold, and in this video I'll be taking a quick look at some of the more interesting coins that were on offer. History often has a way of revealing some stinging ironies, such as the case with the 1915 Panama Pacific commemorative coins. The gold $50 coin especially falls into this category, issued in both round and octagonal versions such as the coin featured here. They were not very popular during their year of issue, mostly due to the $100 selling price that the coins commanded at the time. This led to, in the case of the octagonal coin, only 645 of the original 1,500 mintage being sold, with the remaining 855 coins ending up back in the melting pot instead. Today, however, these coins are extremely sought after, and it is not an unfamiliar sight to see especially the higher graded examples selling for around $100,000 or so. This coin was authenticated by NGC at a grade of MS64 and managed to raise a very worthy $90,000 in its own right. 1895 was a bit of a strange year for dollar production at the US Mint, with very low mintage figures across the board. The Philadelphia Mint, however, has the most interesting story to tell. Official mint records reflect a total of 12,000 business strike Morgan dollars being struck for circulation. The problem is that in the 120 odd years since then, none of these coins have ever been found. Not a single one. Why exactly this is the case remains a matter of some speculation, but the net result remains that this leaves only the small mintage of 880 proof quality coins available to collectors of the series, making the 1895 proof Morgan dollar extremely valuable when compared to similar coins of other dates. The coin here attained the grade of proof 65 from NGC with a green CAC sticker attesting to its quality, which was enough for the coin to sell for $87,000. And while on the topic of Morgan dollars, the 1889 issue from the Carson City Mint is easily the most elusive Carson City Morgan dollar today. Having resumed mintage after a 3-year dry spell, operations were only actually resumed in October of that year, and as a result, only 350,000 coins were struck. Based on the condition of most of the surviving coins today, they were likely heavily circulated at the time as well. The coin that was on offer here is a rare, mint state example of the issue at a grade of MS62 from PCGS. This prized coin reached a final price of $36,000 at the auction. Moving away from silver dollars and taking a look at a few early half-dollar coins from here. The 1795 flowing hair 50-cent coin is one that would usually attract eager bidding, but add to that an exceedingly rare die variety, and what you have is a singular opportunity for a very discerning collector to acquire a great rarity. This coin is only the second example of the so-called T27 die variety to have ever been recorded, having only come to light in the year 2000. NGC authenticated the coin with a grade of VG10. This coin fell under the auctioneer's gavel for $66,000. The drape bust half-dollar coins are usually split into two categories according to their reverse design, these being the small eagle and heraldic eagle coins. The small eagle was only issued for 1796 and 1797, with the mint only recording a total combined mintage of 3,918 coins for both dates, making this easily one of the rarest silver type coins for collectors to try and pin down. This specimen is of the latter date and received a grade of F15 from PCGS to close for $44,400. The 20-cent coin is perhaps the least known and easily the shortest-lived denomination in the US Mint's 200-plus year history. The 20-cent coin was introduced in 1875 and swiftly abandoned as a circulating denomination only the next year. This 1875 20-cent coin from the San Francisco Mint is the second finest known of its issue at a grade of MS67 from PCGS, despite slight problems with the strike resulting in a few soft spots on the design. This is a remarkable example of this American numismatic oddity, which sold for no less than $33,600. Now, as far as early American colonial coins go, the elephant tokens of New England and Carolina make for an interesting topic. In terms of the Carolina tokens, though, there are two main varieties, of which this is the second type where an apparent error in the die was corrected by overstamping an O over the last E in proprietors. The other variety of this coin that still bears this spelling mistake is today very highly prized. This half-penny token attained a grade of VF20 from PCGS and sold at auction for $11,400. Another interesting colonial era coin that has an uncertain origin at best are the New York bar coppers, or the bar cents as they are also called. They are so called for the 13 horizontal bars appearing on the coin's obverse, naturally representing the 13 original colonies, and the large USA on the reverse, which is almost an identical reproduction of the buttons that were found on the officers' uniforms from the Continental Army. Although undated, these coins were first reported to have circulated in New York during 1785. This beautiful cent was graded by PCGS at AU 55+ and raised $16,200 at the event. The Rosa Americana coins were struck by Englishman William Wood, who had obtained a patent from King George I to issue such coins for the American colonies. These coins themselves are typically very well struck for the period, even though the planchets themselves were of typical poor quality, leading to porous and roughly finished surfaces for most of the issues known today. The coins were never truly adopted, however, as they were largely shunned by the American colonists. This 1722 2-pence coin is the largest of the 3 denominations that were produced under this experiment. PCGS awarded a grade of AU 58 and the coin sold for $1,920. Heading back momentarily to the 19th century issues from there, a coin that simply warrants a mention based on little more than outstanding eye appeal would be this 1864 proof 3-cent coin. This coin was struck during the Civil War and has a meager mintage of only 470 pieces. Outstanding green to orange gold and lavender toning adorns both sides of this proof 66 graded coin, which is housed in an old-school NGC holder with a green CAC seal of approval, and saw a price of $9,906. With devices nearly identical to the Liberty Head nickels that began production only 2 years later, this nickel 1-cent pattern coin actually forms part of a trio of similar patterns for the new penny, 3-cent, and nickel produced by Charles Barber in 1881. Ultimately though, their designs were not adopted, but their influence on the later Liberty Head nickel is clear to see. Graded by by NGC as Proof 66 Cameo, this brilliant coin found a new home at a price of $5,520. And rounding off this report are a few modern issues, such as a 1865 Washington quarter, noteworthy because it is actually a transitional error, struck not on the clad composition used during that year, but rather on an older 90% silver planchet, meant to have been used along with the final silver quarters of 1964. This coin is clearly lightly circulated and attained a grade of AU55 from NGC to sell for $8,400 at the auction. And then lastly, but by no means least, is a 1983 double-die reverse Lincoln penny. This famous red book listed variety is one of the most dramatic double-die reverse varieties in the entire series, with its very prominent offset hub doubling affecting the entire reverse design of the coin. One of the finest known coins of its type at a grade of MS68 red from NGC. The coin was sold at a final bid of $2,760. So let me know which of these coins was the most interesting to you in the comment section below. Subscribe to WNN and activate notifications with the bell icon never to miss another video. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a great day.